fight. After an argument, that shit's the best.
You're just a flightless bird!
Her womb is so polluted. I can't even have a fucking little baby with her.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
We know what it is. We know what it is. We know what it is. Um, let's move on. Like I say, I gotta put this work in.
What if fibroids weren't just a random condition, but a message from your real space? Many women with fibroids.
All right, let's move on, man. I got you. Just wanted to get the story out first. This woman tells a good story.
Stole birthdays, stopped me attending weddings, ruined holidays, impacted my relationship, delayed my GP training, resulted in hospital admissions, blood transfusions, surgeries, caused me fertility issues, multiple miscarriages, and negatively.
Yo, it's always the same topic. It's always the same topic until these men can understand this is what women are going through, until you can understand they're not on your level, until you can understand they have a pussy you don't, you understand the wall hits them, until you can understand they've been systemically programmed. Until these niggas can understand, man. You know? I mean, these niggas, run around getting fleeced every day. And hopefully this will give up the the right attitude. You know?
Started crying in the doctor's office. This is like the 10th doctor that has gaslit me about my health shit. And it just like pisses me off. My bad week is, you know, that I keep having these stomach issues. I got my fibroid removed. I thought I'd have relief. It's just been worse than ever. I'm more bloated than I ever was. And I'm like, maybe I should go get like a lymphatic massage and like have her see what's going on. She went in there and she's like, you have so much scar tissue around your stomach. It's like crazy. And so I wrote my surgeon that did the fibroid surgery. She had a cancellation. So I went in to see her. I've never been dismissed more in my life than I was by this doctor. She's like, you look fine. I don't see anything. I'm like, can you like feel my stomach? She presses my stomach ever so lightly and she's like, no, you look good. I started crying in the doctor's office. This is like the 10th doctor that has gaslit me about my health.
I mean, I can't get enough, King. You know me.
Hey, you guys,
I don't like nobody playing with me or my players. You don't get to do that. You don't get to wear a wig, be fucked up in the game, not love on men. You don't get to do that.
about to get my myomectomy surgery. Hey, you guys, this is me getting up.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Walking. I'm going to alleviate some of this pain. Just recovering after my surgery. I'm in a little pain. I had already got up and walked. But yeah, so far so good. God is so good. My surgeon, my doctor ended up moving more fibroids, a lot more fibroids than she thought that she was going to remove. So I'm really happy about that. This was definitely the best decision that I could have made for myself. I really thank God. I'm in shock. But I'm going to do another video to go more into detail about my process and my experience. I had got the myomectomy. So that's what I got done to get the fibroids removed. But yeah, I'm just going to get some rest. Beautiful flowers my aunt got me.
There you have it.
My friend, well, she's more like a sister to me. My nephew's mom got me this Too Blessed to Be Stressed devotion book. I thought that was so sweet of her. She also came by just to see how I was doing. Her and my mom did, and she got me some food. I really appreciate that. It's so important to have people that support and love you. And yeah, these are the flowers my aunt got me. I'm just really thankful. Hey, you guys, I am about to get.
It's all good, man.
I've sat and read every single one of your guys' messages. Thank you so much for validating my
Story time. Come with me to my biopsy appointment.
My fault.
Hey, TikTok. Just want to come through and give you guys an update on why I haven't been posting so right now, as you can see, I'm in a hospital game. I am recovering from open myomectomy.
Damn.
And that's basically just the removal of my fibroids. I've had fibroids as long as I can remember. But it was just about time for them to come out. As you can see, I'm doing really well.
Right.
I don't really have any pain. I did my first walk this morning. I did 2 laps. Yeah, all in all, I'm actually doing really well. I thought it was going to be hard on me because I've never had kids before and I had to get a C-section to get them out. But no, actually doing really well. I'm hoping to go home today. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting your fibroids removed, do it. So far, this is the best decision I've ever made for myself. I feel so much better. I went in to have 4 fibroids removed, but ended up with 14 being removed. So yeah, my body just feels wonderful. I can't wait to see how I feel once I get fully healed. Because again, I've had fibroids my whole entire life, so I don't know what it feels like to not have them. So I'm looking forward to this journey. I need to come back and update you guys on my Smile Direct journey because I'm still doing Smile Direct. Like you can see, teeth is still shifting. So yeah, just send your prayers and your thoughtful messages. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Hey, TikTok.
So last night was one of the worst nights of sleep ever in my life because every time I went to start falling asleep, I started coughing. And even before the surgery, I would periodically have a dry cough at night. Been doing that the first 2 nights post-surgery. But last night, that's what was happening. So every time I tried to close my eyes, I started coughing. And as you know, coughing, laughing, crying, any of those things, once you have incisions on your stomach, a surgery like this, it is just very painful, every cough. I wound up having to sleep in the chair, our computer chair, which
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Celia. Most of you know me as Cece. I am here to share my fibroid journey and testimony with y'all. It took me some time to come out with this because it is very much an emotional story. And I don't do the crying on camera thing, so I had to kind of gather myself a little bit before I put it out there. But the link is in my bio, and I hope this reaches who it needs to. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Celia. Most of you know me as Cece. I am here to share my fibroid journey.
So, part 3. Last Tuesday, I underwent a uterine fibroid embolization, and I'm proud to say that Dr. Kim and her team successfully embolized all 9 of them. Soon to be little pea-sized nothings gone quietly.
Real talk, single fathers. I'm here, man. Like I said, man, I'm here. Hey, nobody else want to do it. I'm doing it.
Man, yes, sir.
It is what it is, man.
Our daughter disclosed to
Hold
my
on.
brother.
Hey, real talk, single fathers, where you been at, man? Where you been at, real talk? Have you been keeping up with the videos you heard about our hit record that we got? You heard about our next hit versus the Gladiator BW? You been checking the videos? Cause I'ma stop acting like nah, my niggas. No, those ain't bubble guts, nigga. That ain't bubble guts. That's them fibroids. That ain't bubble guts. That's that bubble box. Niggas shitting on me. Niggas shitting on me. Well, let me say this. The only other topic that I wanted to do, this a nigga, Mr. Fantastic talking about this gay shit again. And then I was sitting there saying to myself, I don't give a fuck. But that was the only other topic that I would have done, man. I ain't, I don't see it being useful.
Oh, part. Hey, this Gabby. I'm back. What's happening? So, this part 2. How I discovered I had fibroids and did not know for some years. So, my mom, like I said, my mom was trying to get me to go to another OB because she wanted to do a second opinion, being that the doctor was trying to do surgery, which I would have got surgery back then. But anyway, in the midst of me waiting to get that appointment for that second opinion, I had ended up going to the ER, and they really didn't want to give me no type of answers. They was like, just go to an OB as soon as possible, this, that, and third. Okay, so get to the second OB, he did like annual. Mind you, being that I went to WellStar and transfer or whatever, so they saw the pictures from the hospital.
You nasty bitch. You nasty bitch. You know you fucked up out here. I ain't doing that.
I had a fibroid surgery just almost a month ago, and
he said, nah, fam, my kids just started back to school on Tuesday, so I've been in grind mode. Real talk, single fathers, you already agree with us with the Pussycat Facts Report. You know that's revolutionary. You know we have demand auction. That's a little reachy. That's reaching. But we came up with something else, real talk. I'm the only one excited about it. I'm the only one excited about it. Nobody else is with me on this. Maybe that Naga. But I'm the only one excited about our new hit versus the Gladiator BW. Other niggas got a heart. You know what I mean? HD Live. So our next hit, Real Talk Single Fathers. Real Talk Single Fathers. Me, HD Live, and Dat Naga on the new channel. We are gonna tell our stories of when we got abused by older women when we were, young children. We are gonna tell our stories about how we got abused by girls that was older than us when we were young children. And it's gonna be a bomb. We're the only ones doing this work. So this is a more friendly attack on these gladiators. See, this is still an attack, but it's friendly. See, it's almost like, when the white people took some of our sides saying, yo, that's messed up, back in the day. So we'll have some people on our sides on how they did us dirty. So we have the attack that will, I got to stop talking about it. We got to get this shit done. But we have the attack that will neutralize these bitches dead in their tracks, just like the Pussycat Facts Report. We dropped that deep shit, real talk. You heard? I'm glad you agree with me, son. I'm glad you are somebody who can agree with the players. I want to go over there to the other channel. I want I want you know, we can beg for support over there and all that other shit. Over here, we whatever. We going over there for war. These bitches gonna have what's coming to them. You hear me? Real talk. They're gonna have what's coming to them with that deep shit. King Disagreeable don't like it. HD Live just rolling with it because he rolls. I don't have no heart. You understand? Real talk, single fathers, we are hitting below the belt. Real talk, single fathers, my hope and my dream is that other brothers will come forward on these bitches because we ain't the only ones. You know? No lie, brothers. I was in an abusive relationship way back with a gladiator. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. You're not going to hate me.
So, yeah, real talk, single fathers. Yeah, real talk, single fathers. We putting brothers out there. You see what I'm saying? We tough about it. You know, we really tough about our Me Too movement. And like I said, I'm happy that we keep coming up with things that put these bitches on the spot, in their place. Can't get away from it. It's the truth. You know? Can't get away from what we cooking up over here. I told HD Live, somebody else, I thought it was Bernie, but real talk, single fathers had the abuse story like us. See, we're men. We could talk about it, but it hurt us. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to, you know, tell our stories the way we tell it. I don't know how that's going to be. I'm going to be sad about mine. And we're kind of trying to pull on the heartstrings and shit like that. So it's the war. The war is up. The war is up. I keep telling niggas, all you niggas out there with this Old Testament, nah, we have new, sophisticated, advanced technology, supersonic. We have this new, sophisticated technology, and it's still simple that if men want to join on, hey, we know these stories happen to you, brothers. Matter of fact, I'm glad we thought about that. When I tell my story, I'm going to make sure I tell other brothers. I know this happened to you other brothers, man. Come up here, tell your story. It is what it is. You need a safe space to speak at without these people judging your ass, you know. These people are monsters. yeah. And yo, these people are monsters, man. Let's talk deep and heavy. Real talk. You know, King Disagreeable want to go at us. We stomping these gladiators out.
Ever.
It is what it is, man. They thought they had it rough. They thought they had it rough so far. It's over, son. You know, Shikari is from my city of Dallas, from the hood, called Oak Cliff. Yeah, I heard some nigga talking about Oak Cliff on this other show. I heard niggas keep saying Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff must be off the hook out there with these monkeys. You know? It is what it is. Like I said, you niggas got hearts. You niggas scared to put this real info out. I told y'all I've taken a turn. I'm on it now. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Niggas don't want to come out and tell their story. It's only going to help us, guys. Trust me. These bitches are so fake, they're going to try to feel sympathy for you. They are horrible. They're fake. So it'll play. It'll play to our favor. No. And I do feel good. If it didn't happen to you niggas, I'm happy for you. Because that shit shouldn't happen, man. Shouldn't have to be grown when you're a child. That's the one thing. Real talk, single fathers, what's good? You know, where Bernie at, man? Bernie ain't got no story. I'm happy niggas ain't got no story. This is not a good story. We are people that's putting ourselves out there, telling some shit that we never really told anybody. You know? We ain't no better than them bitches. Like, but we were young. These bitches be whole teenagers. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying they won't tell. We didn't know what the fuck to do. Yeah, so real talk, single fathers. That's how we throwing these elbows, B. Straight to the jaw. That's what's next up for us, pimpin'.
I had a fibroid surgery just almost a month ago, and here's a quick update on how recovery has been. Incisions have pretty much dried down. Everything looks really good. I am reacting to the glue that's on the incision, so that's been extremely uncomfortable and itchy. I finally got my period. It's not as heavy as it was before I got them removed, but I definitely feel my uterus contracting and a little bit of pain of where the fibroids used to be. But I'm feeling more like myself. I am up and going a lot more.
By the time we finish telling all of our stories, plus the Pussycat Facts report, this, that, and the third, you would say, well, damn. These bitches been monsters forever, right? Only a few of us know it. Other niggas try to act like that shit ain't happened. Nah. By the time we finish, they're going to say, yo, these people are monsters. Yeah. Yeah. We're turning the tables on who was the one being mistreated. Matter of fact, let's go look it up real quick. Let me show y'all niggas something. This is what you see online. See, this is all Old Testament. We are the New Testament. Here we go. Here we go.
So I've been kind of following the girl Official M and her mom's little situation or whatever. I just seen a few videos, but I just said, and the comment was, why do black mothers do that to black daughters, but the sons never go through that? And when I tell y'all that, she hit the head on the nail on the head, because that's so true. The things that I went through with my mama, rest her soul, my brother never had to go through. Like the way she talked to me.
I ain't gonna lie. Brothers like King Disagreeable, he always talk about bitches' eyes being wide apart. This might be the furthest type of shark eyes I've ever seen. These might be the furthest shark eyes. Her eyes are damn near on the side of her fucking head like a shark, son. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
With my mama, rest her soul, my brother never had to go through. Like the way she talked to me, the shit she said. She even told me in front of my baby. My baby was like 5 years old, my oldest daughter, who is now going to be 15. One day she was like, yeah, I wish you was dead. I wish I would have flushed you down the toilet.
There you have it, guys. There you have it. That Naga, what's good? There you have it.
Daughter, who is now going to be 15. One day she was like, yeah, I wish you was dead. I wish I would have flushed you down the toilet. And still to this day, that shit hurt, you know, for her to have said that and then said it in front of my child, you know what I'm saying? But she would have never said that shit to my brother. Like, the shit we went through, her growing up, getting put out, my brother never got put out. Like, she babied him. Like, she made sure he was straight, you know what I'm saying? But we had to, from age 15 on up, I had to buy my own clothes, buy my own shoes, provide my food. I ended up getting like EBT when I was 18. She said if I didn't give her that EBT to put in the house, then I have to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to pay her just for the basic stuff. Can I use your car? Can I not only just put gas in the car, but I would have to buy her things. If I wanted her to watch my kids, I would have to make sure I bought her some stuff in order for her to watch, not the stuff that the kids needed, but I would have to make sure that I buy her something, you know, just for her to be able to watch the kids. Like when I was pregnant, I remember I needed to go to McDonald's. I needed to ride to McDonald's. I was hungry. I was about 6 months pregnant, and I needed to get me and my daughter some food, me and my oldest daughter, and then the baby I was pregnant with. And I only had enough to get the food that I was buying for us. Well, she said I couldn't use her car to go to McDonald's if I wasn't buying her nothing. Do you know how bad that hurt? For me to be sitting there pregnant, hungry, and you telling me I can't use your car to go get me nothing to eat because I can't afford to buy you nothing to eat too? Dog. It's sad the shit that black mothers put their daughters through. I don't know why it's some kind of competition or some kind of jealousy, but I would never be like that towards my daughters. Man, I got their back. You know? Damn, they got emotional just thinking about, and my mama gone now, but I'm not going to not speak the truth. That shit hurty. So, I don't know, black mothers, we got to do better. We got to do better.
There you have it, guys. Now, that is good what Disagreeable said. Us sons, we knew how to stay out the way. I had, you know, I had one sister that died, my sister Brittany, and then I had my other sister. And my other sister, her and my moms used to argue and fight all the time. I mean, I didn't live with them. I lived with my father's mother, with my grandmother. But, you know, my sister and my mother used to fight all the time. Word. So you're 18 at home right, pregnant. Your mom's ask you for your food stamps, and that's a problem. So your mom should just watch your kids for free. Right. I keep telling you, these bitches, you ain't white. You in the hood. You a hood booger. And you know you are. Where is the father? You just throwing your pussy around and your mother's supposed to give a fuck. It's ridiculous, man.
Mothers love their sons and they raise their daughters. I don't care what anybody says. You love your son more than your daughter. You're sick. You all do it. My mother included. She loves my brother more than she loves me and my sister. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what any boy and girl mom says. You love your son more. Yes, you love your son, but you raise your daughter. You want her to be all responsible and da-da-da-da-da, and you're always screaming at her, but your son is a walking piece of shit.
I didn't know she was going to say that. Hold on, pimp. You see how they think about niggas, man? Now, real talk, single fathers. This is the reason why we dropping our stories. Because they think they can just paint brothers out. Ma'am, you don't know what the fuck we went through because we ain't say shit. And you are some of the people that did this to us. This is why we dropping our stories. They believe they fucking own the internet with their fucking stories. They believe we ain't got only story we got. What's the only story we got? Hassan Campbell. No. We got other fucking stories, the shit that happened to us that shit probably happened to him as well. He won't tell that story. This shit is crazy. Yo, my gladiator told me a couple weeks ago. My gladiator told me, she said, yo, I don't know if I told y'all, but she said, yo, if my mother didn't make me watch my younger brother, I might have been pregnant early in life, as a teen mom. If her mother didn't make her watch her younger brother, And I would say that my gladiator, that's why she ran her brother's girlfriend's Pussycat Facts report, because she has expressed many times a hate. Like the brother, that nigga gotta be like 40 something. Excuse me. He still lives with the mother.
Positive. Yeah. Mothers love their sons and they rate.
When I tell y'all mothers treat their sons so much better than they treat their daughters, is really crazy to me. Like, and every time I say something about it, it's like, that is not true. Yes, it is. Boom, right? My brother, I see him downstairs. It's my older brother. Now, I told you me and him not speaking right now. Well, I'm not speaking to him. He still on some, I love you, I don't care, whatever. I can love you from a distance. Do this.
There you go. I mean, these bitches got a problem with everything and everybody. Yo, this nigga's crazy. Yo, this nigga said, yo, see, I should have never brought that nigga name up. But yeah, that's the only person we got. And look what he got. He got a bunch of sympathy. I'm talking about piggybacking the content, not the same thing. He's so stupid that he like happy with this Bambaataa shit. Yeah, hell yeah. My gladiator hate her brother. Well, not her brother. Hate what the mother does. Because turns out she went to the Chris Brown concert with her brother, her sister, her nephew. So it was her brother came and picked her up yesterday. So I guess they all went to the Chris Brown. I didn't know who the bitch was going with. Yeah, she hates that the mother still got this nigga living in there, whatever he needs. I mean, she takes good care of this bitch brother.
I get upstairs and I smell something good. My mother made breakfast. She made his favorite meal, liver and grits. I don't eat liver, but she make it for him.
I'm sorry, I didn't. The bitch said liver and grits, man. Oh God. Hey, yo, when I had a Jamaican bitch, I told you I call a Jamaican bitch early in the morning, right? I say, yo, you want something? You want something to eat or whatever? That bitch said, yo, go get me some kidney. That bitch said, that bitch said, go get me some kidney and some that. I said, God damn, the fuck are we doing here?
For him, because that's what he loved, and they the only two who eat that. Whatever. My mother, every morning is always feeding, make breakfast for me, make breakfast for me. The moment I don't want to cook or make breakfast, oh, you never do nothing for me, da da da. This man never made breakfast for her. He never made. She don't even know if he could cook. Boom. Yesterday, my little brother, they got into something. He caught himself running away, right? Leaving house and running away. She called me to fix the problem after blaming me for it. Hold on. Not only that, I remember the time when I caught myself leaving her house. And I didn't even tell her that I was leaving. I actually texted my little sister and told my little sister that I was leaving. I didn't expect my little sister. Whatever. Anyway, that's another story. Boom. So I leave and wind up going to stay with somebody who I didn't even like. I didn't even like the boy, but I was with him at the time, so I just had to stay with him. But I was with him for a couple of days. I just said that to be funny because I was mad at the moment. But when I came back, literally they was throwing out all my stuff. They was throwing out all my stuff. They didn't even give me a chance, a trial and error, 7-day free trial, nothing to think if I wanted to come back. Like, I was just playing. I didn't even take all my stuff with me at the time yet. But yeah. So I was officially kicked back. I mean, obviously I'm back because whatever. I'd rather just deal with the things with my mother than with a man. But yeah, that just goes to show how much differently. That's what I was gonna get to, right? When my brother left yesterday, she blowing my phone up, come back, blowing his phone up, get him to come, blowing up my phone to get him to come back, blowing up his phone. All of this trying to now kumbaya it out. But with me, it was on some like, give me back my keys, get the fuck out of my house. You think you so grown?
Yo, I keep telling y'all, man, these bitches go through a lot, man. I keep telling y'all that shit, B. Y'all always mistreating these bitches. I keep telling y'all they go through hell. It doesn't serve them any purpose for acting mean towards you niggas. That means you're not going to have sympathy for the bitch. So they're stupid, but they go through so much mentally and pussily. You understand? These people are warped. What they call that shit? Wayward. These are wayward people. Off the beaten path. But the reason why I played the video was to showcase, look, it's always a bad story about the black boy, the black man. We are sick of it. It's time for bitches to start getting their stories out there from a young black boy's perspective. You haven't been a fucking angel. You went to stay with some boy that you was fucking, and your mother said, oh yeah? I know this bitch is a problem, and she sold pussy to someone she didn't like just to leave her house to prove she doesn't need her mother when she clearly does. Facts. The Lost Gladiator. Old ass bitch in her mother's house. Men are usually welcome because when we are down, we aren't comfortable with people's shit. Men randomly cleaning to feel less like a freeloader. Right. You gonna try to bring some groceries in? Let me tell you what my grandmother told me, man. Rest in peace. And this is something, man. My grandmother, that's one of the things I must say. That's one of the, I didn't make her all the way proud, but I must say it's one thing that she always said. And she always told us guys, because she only had one daughter. She always told us boys. She said, player, mooch off these bitches, not me. You know we poor over here. Mooch off them, not me. You know we poor over here. Don't come the fuck over here looking for money and all that shit. And then my cousin from Virginia Beach, he would have to come back to the house and stay with grandma and then ask her for money and then not come through. And she be, talking bad about the nigga. And like, word, man. She'd be like, yo, I told that nigga mooch off whoever the hell he making sex with. Don't come here mooching off me. I said, yeah, that nigga don't listen, man. You told us. I was like, yeah. That nigga don't listen worth a damn. You know? Fucking bullshit, man. My grandmother told me, like, yo, women's are no good. I was like, damn, grandma. How? Why would you say that? And she stands on it. I said, damn. Shit. When you think about elementary school, shit, the girls had more fights than the boys. Where you think we get all of that, watching bitches' clothes ripped off? Where you get, we saw that as children. Bitches getting their clothes ripped off elementary school. Bitches getting their clothes ripped off. Like, wow. Bitches always fighting. Like, how? Yeah, my grandmother was rough. I was like, damn, grandma, why? She stood on, she had two things she stood on. Don't come here looking for no fucking money. I was like, yo, damn. Sheesh.
And I got another topic I'm so confused on, right? Why do, this is a black household thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree. Why are...
I like that. This is a black female thing. See, I like that. So when I tell my story, I'm going to say, nah, this is a the young black female thing. This is the type of shit they did to us as young boys.
So you'll have a mother, right? She'll have her older daughter. So every older daughter, I'm going to say, that has a younger brother as a sibling. Why is girls being put more pressure to fend for themselves and have to do everything? Like, they got to get a job by a certain age. They got to do household chores.
And another thing that I'm noticing by these videos is, where's your father? Your father would have made you his little princess. Where's your father?
Like, they got to get a job by a certain age. They got to do household chores. They got to act a certain way. They can't do certain stuff. However, you have your younger brother. He doesn't do anything. Like, black mothers spoil the boys. And it's kind of crazy because you would think it'd be reverse psychology. You would think the girls would be the spoiled ones, and then the boys would be the ones that have so much pressure put on them. Like, and I'm seeing, like, even when the boys turn 18, they're still living at home. They don't know how to drive. Like, they don't know how to do nothing for themselves to say that they're a man. However, the daughter, as soon as she turns 18, if she's not going to school, she needs to have a full-time job. She needs to be preparing herself so she could get out the household. Like, why is this a big thing in black culture? Like,
Ma'am, you educated. Don't you get it? You've been programmed to get it on your own. I grew up in church around many black women and was overstimulated with the church gladiators and how they dressed like they were going clubbing. Damn. Me and my older cousins was moving through the church girls because they were giving it up. Yeah, my cousin Marcel, he was going through them church girls. He was heavy in the church. On a serious note, where's this lie of boys not having to do anything in the house coming from? I most definitely had to do shit with these bitches talking about. Right. And my grandmother, nigga, when I was 15 years old, my grandmother was like, yeah, because when you're 18, you got to get the hell out of here. She wasn't playing. She was not playing. She was like, yeah, I don't know. This was starting from 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we was only, in our generation, we was only supposed to live till 25. So it was like, she was like, yeah, if you ain't gonna go to the army, you gonna get up out of here when you're 18. Everybody gets out at 18 in my grandmother's house. Because my uncles was there before, when I was growing up, and they was gone. So we had the third floor now. And once we grew up, they was like, what you gonna do? I took my ass to college. I left the house. I went to college. I left the house, man. So when I come back, it was like from college and shit like that. And you know how we do, I was looking for some gladiators, to knock down. Just so happened that's when it all, for the most part, really all started for me. As far as college and then coming back. Because I told y'all I had the African bitch in college. And they had these townhouses, Edgewood Estates. They had these townhouses. And the girls, you had like 4 girls in there. Upstairs would be the bunk beds and the other rooms, but my African bitch had the suite downstairs. She had the suite with the private bathroom and shower and everything. So that was kind of like my first like, you know, Prince type shit. Like, oh, you got it like that over there? And she had the whip in college. So she had the whip and she had the little, you know, master suite. Boy. She wasn't ready for no Yankee. She wasn't ready for no American, boy. She got, you know, her back blown out or whatever, and she just was so in love. So I was able to just use that bitch up. It was beautiful. Once I came back from college, yeah, I was, you know, getting other bitches, but these bitches had places. So I was like, yo, I'll hang out. You know, so I'm not too much of a burden on my grandmother, you know, before I go back. But in those days, I wasn't trying to be living with no bitch and no shit like that. But I would hang out a couple days in a row or whatever, lock in with the bitch.
Families. Why is the daughter being put out before the son? And honestly, I don't think neither should be put out, because just because I'm 18 doesn't mean I'm ready for adulthood. We all know at 18, you're still struggling. You're still figuring out yourself as a grown person. Because I don't feel like 18 is an adult. I still feel like that's a child that's just up.
And she should be happy. She should be happy that they taught them how to work. Shit, they taught it. We was, you know, I guess we was more prepared to get out the house because we had the street. We had the street in our favor where we could make money. They had to go to work. We had the street in our favor. We're like, nah, we ain't got to go to work and suffer. We can actually be out here grown, doing what we want, getting money, you know. So it was a little different. They think that the boys are just sitting at home. Some of them niggas is, you know, dealing drugs and shit.
That's legally, you know, can do certain stuff. But
some of them niggas are like, you know, stick up kids. Them niggas get their money.
Boys don't have so much pressure as females. And it's just so weird. And I really want to know, why is this a big thing with black?
And that's another thing. When we start to talk about stick up kids, drug dealers, and Tupacs and stuff like that, them niggas give the mother money. They give the mother money. You don't give up shit, bitch.
And that are raising men. And even if it's a 2-parent household where you have a mother and a father in there, the boys are still spoiled. And it's more so because of the black mothers. Black mothers spoil their sons. And I don't like that. And I got another topic.
So yeah, they believe that they could just come out. They believe they could just come out, Real Talk Single Fathers, and say everything about the black boys and the black men. And we have all these secrets that we don't talk about. Nah, we're not doing that. These are the untold truths, man. You would think that all of these black girls grew up and just was perfectly fine and innocent people. It was nothing that they could have ever done to the big, strong boys. Hey, Real Talk Single Fathers. I told my gladiator the other day about my abuse story. The bitch said, y'all boys, you couldn't tell her no? I was like, I was 7 years old. Wow. So these people are ruthless, man. These people are ruthless, man. And I think it's time that somebody tells the story. You know? I mean, they are not appreciative of the free pass that black men has given them. They still act mean. They still tell people kiss their ass. They just don't appreciate the free pass. You know? So, we take the pass back. These bitches are lying. Sons are spoiled because you have a slick mouth. You throwing your pussy around, going behind her back, and now your man won't deal with it just like your mama wouldn't. I agree with that. They have been conditioned to be on their own. The mothers tried to teach their ass. Go find your father. You want princess treatment? Go find your father. That's what the mother was telling them. What they say? Oh, no, he ain't shit. All right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that was going to treat you really, really nice, whether he was poor or rich. But you got to go kiss his ass. Well, I'm the child. My daddy should have kissed my ass. Well, now look, you got beef with your moms because you didn't go seek after your father. Somebody who had your back best that they could. And that shit plays a role. You don't like your brothers and you don't like your fathers. And you think that your pussy can make men feel good about the way you grew up. Yeah, this is that story right here that these bitches be out here saying. Every time it's something against you niggas, man.
Listen, I have a question. Why do a lot of mothers put their sons on a pedestal but put their daughter beneath Earth's surface? They treat their sons better than they treat their daughters. Why is that? Have you dealt with that? But have you dealt with that growing up? I don't understand the foolishness. I dealt with that growing up. Help me to understand, because it's crazy. Silliness. Listen.
There you have it, man. This is what they think of niggas.
Mamas really be their daughters' first bullies. I be trying to grasp and understand, why do mamas be hating their daughters so much? No, I do understand that it's so much hormones and emotions that's going around the house. I get that. So, of course, I do understand why mamas and daughters be bumping heads. But y'all would literally treat y'all daughter like shit. Y'all would literally break y'all daughters down to pieces because of your personal issues and how you feel. Then some of y'all be so jealous of y'all daughters. Like, any type of attention that y'all daughter get, y'all be so jealous. And I think y'all be mad because the attention is not on you. Then y'all sit over there, y'all get a nigga, and then y'all treat y'all daughters even worse. Y'all be mad that y'all nigga gonna look at y'all daughters. That's why y'all really be mad. But for the simple fact that y'all be treating y'all sons like king, y'all treat them like royalty. Y'all let them stay with y'all until they old as hell. But when it comes down to the daughters, y'all treat them like as soon as they turn 18. I think that's why it's so important for daughters to have their daddies around. I just feel like daddies can bring a different type of love.
That's what I was saying. You should. Your mama ran your daddy away. You supposed to go find him. That is the first sign of princess treatment. But he poor. He live in a dirty spot. I can't fuck with him. Okay. But he's still gonna treat you like a princess. These are the issues that these bitches go through, players. You know, and this is the mental side. When we start doing the mental side, we only do stuff that's real. We know the pussy could affect them, and then we understand how they grew up. They grew up a little fucked up. The mothers clash. And then they got jealousy and hatred towards their own brothers. It's crazy. Man, that's bullshit. I know for a fact Mexican, Latino women coddle their sons. True. That is true. I don't believe shit. I wasn't coddled since I was a little boy. I know from the time I was 15, my grandmother was like, 18, out of here. You understand? Figure out what you're going to do. I was like, damn, grandma, what's up with that? You know? Got little cousins behind you. All y'all niggas daddies ain't shit. They throw all the babies on me. I got people coming up behind you. You got to get the hell up out of here. You know? That was something I was thinking about the other day. These bitches have created such of a small black community with no babies and shit. And I know they've been shamed out of being single mothers and want their career, blah, blah, blah. But they don't even know what it is to get hand-me-downs. Remember we used to get hand-me-downs? They ain't got no family. They can't get no hand-me-downs. You know? They ain't got no cousins, no nothing. No hand-me-downs. They don't even know what that shit mean. You know? Yeah, Latin women do that shit for real. When I went to my Cuban's homie's house, I was like, what the fuck? This is how I'm supposed to be treated when he was an asshole. I never heard "did you eat" from my moms. I know. My grandma babied me though. She's the best. Damn right. That's what happened with my Puerto Rican up there in Connecticut. The bitch still got her son there, man. That nigga was supposed to have been gone. She fucked up the spot that I could have been up there, you know, doing her dirty to right. Just nigga 20-something years old now. You know what I mean? Like, yo. Them Latino bitches keep the nigga around. You know? That's why I try to tell y'all niggas, our generation with the grandmothers and all that, man, we had it good, son. We had it good. I can promise you that. You know? These bitches, whew, they go through hell. They ain't got no family, no parents, no nothing. Can't go to cousin house. Can't go to Johnny house. Johnny pee in the bed. You know, anytime you go to cousin house, he always peeing in the bed. They don't got none of that. They have no black experience. They do not live the black experience. You know? Yeah, they might be richer. Maybe they got nicer Chuck E. Cheese. We never had Chuck E. Cheese and shit like that. So they got Chuck E. Cheese, my nigga.
What do you want, Annabelle? No, absolutely not. You cannot have a snack. It's almost 5, okay? And you know better. We eat at 5:30, so why would I let you have a snack right now? Well, whose fault is that you didn't have a snack earlier? You know that you guys are not allowed to have a snack after 4:30, and that you're supposed to get one as soon as you get home from school. That's not my fault you didn't do that. You'll be fine. No, go on. I know that you're not starving, okay? You have a little pot belly right there. You literally can miss a meal or two. Maybe lay off some of the snacks as well, okay? So I already told you no. You're starting to really irritate me. Now go sit down, because if you come and ask me again, I swear to God, I'm going to pop you. Child. Annabelle. Oh, hey, buddy. What do you need? Of course you can have a snack. What do you want? Mommy's got cookies, cupcakes. There's some brownies left over from this weekend. Oh, actually, I know how much you love strawberry shortcake. Mommy went to Publix this morning, and I bought some. I bought it for me. But you know I will share it with you, sweet boy. So which one do you want?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the bitch up there with the property, man. She fucked it all up, B. Got this. I always told that bitch, get that nigga out of there. She never did it.
Excuse me, I'm so
exhausted, so tired, working. But anyway, why do mothers treat their sons better than their daughters? Like they'll
Brothers, don't you get it? These bitches live horrible lives. Everything they deal with is fake. They have no real joy in their lives. Don't you get it, guys? Don't you? Don't you get it? Have I not showed you enough that these are some horrible living people? Brothers, you are sophisticated, fun, intelligent, caring. You have a great time with yourself, brother. Pause. You know, you have a great time existing. You know, as long as your health is right and you know you don't have any broken bones, anything, you have a great time. As long as you ain't nobody that's getting beat up and jumped and all that shit, you have a great time.
and have their daughter struggle, go through a whole bunch of ish, and their son. I really don't get it, and I'm not speaking on mothers that are.
Bitch, volume too low.
So I saw this question multiple times, and I think somebody answered it, but I just want to go ahead and make a quick video on it. When it comes to Black women and generational trauma and how they raise their daughters.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear generational trauma. I want to use those words. Generational trauma. As to why men are so horny. Because these bitches abused us.
Make a quick video on it. When it comes to Black women and generational trauma and how they raise their daughters, men or their boys get treated differently because they cannot relate to the experience of being a boy or a man. They don't understand the concept of what it means to navigate life, careers, relationships, or anything as
No. I think you got that wrong. You don't know how to navigate relationships. The boy clearly has a great relationship with his mama.
man. So when you are projecting trauma onto someone, it only makes sense to then project that trauma onto someone whose life you have the most proximity to, most understanding of being. So as a Black mother that has not healed their generational trauma, she is more likely to project that onto her daughter than she is her son, because she, again, does not have the proximity of what it means to navigate this world as a man, but she understands it as
Basically, they're basically saying bitches ain't shit through and through. This is wild.
woman. So I saw this question multiple times, and I think somebody answered it, but I just want to go ahead and make a quick video on it. When it comes to Black women and generational trauma and how they raise their daughters, men or their boys get treated differently because they cannot relate to the experience of being a boy or a man. They don't understand the concept of what it means to navigate life, careers, relationships, or anything as a man.
So whose fault is that she ain't got no man around? Whose fault is that?
So when you are projecting trauma onto someone, it only makes...
Whose fault is that?
Y'all, I got a new topic. First of all, good morning. Y'all just got off work. Y'all, the hospital setting is something fucking different.
Yeah, I might have messed up with that. But, like, the nigga was cool with me. The problem was she couldn't... I'm going to tell you what really happened. This is what really happened. Let me tell you the real story. So, she was staying at one place in Connecticut. That was a 3-bedroom, living room, bath, back. She had 3 bedrooms. So at that point, she didn't give a fuck. She would just let me blow her back out with the nigga in there. You know what I mean? But, you know, so then she had moved. But before she moved, she had started acting stupid to me. Now, I don't know why you acting stupid to me. All I want is some pussy. and you know it. So she was making like she wasn't talking to me. And when she went and got the new modern apartment downtown, you ain't gonna believe this shit. She went and got the new modern apartment downtown and got a 1-bedroom. Now it's huge, but it's 1 bedroom. It's huge, but it's like one of those loft type looking apartments, super, super tall ceilings, but it's 1 bedroom. All he gonna do is hear me blowing your back out, and she don't like that. And she try to blame me. Oh, if you wasn't acting stupid, I would have got the 2-bedroom. Bitch, I ain't got nothing to do with how you spend your money. But I do believe if she wasn't acting stupid, she would have got the 2-bedroom. So after that point, it was all about, well, he about to graduate and go to college and all this other bullshit. So that's what I guess she was looking for towards that. Cause I'm like, get the nigga out. You want to do your thing or whatever. And like you said, I started get the nigga out. Probably went against me, but it was her fault from the beginning. I mean, the apartment is huge, bro. But the thing is, it's one of them lofty apartments. It's like tall shit. And it's weird the way it's set up. It's so weird. So this stupid bitch. Bitch is stupid. Stupid. Stupid bitch.
Fast paced, baby, and oof. So, yeah. God bless me. Because I don't know. I know I can do it, though. I know I can do it. But med-surg, not for the weak. Not for the weak. Anyway, I want to talk about something. Can we talk about how these mothers be secretly hating their daughters? Can we please talk about that? I just found it crazy how they treat their daughters like shit.
No, she not gonna smash with the nigga in there. Cause I was trying to describe it, but it's one of those fucking lofty apartments where, like, say you got the room or the bedroom, whatever, it ain't got no walls. Like the ceiling is so tall, like the closure of the room does not go up to the ceiling. That's how tall the damn ceilings are, So it's weird lofty shit where even if you tried to fuck her in there, he gonna hear you if he there. All you gotta do is walk to the damn bathroom or just, not that he can walk to the bathroom and be right there, but he could just be wherever he is. It's all echoey and one of those lofty type shits. Come on. She knows she can't fuck in there because she too loud. I said the bitch is stupid.
But worship the ground their sons walk on. So please talk about that. I just found it crazy how they treat their daughters like shit, but worship the ground their sons walk on. So the daughter can be called hoes, bitches, sluts, I hate you, this and that, kicking you out, don't want to do shit for you. But the son, baby, get whatever he want, when he want. I don't like that type of shit. I'm reading the comments that y'all posting on my stuff, and I'm in my inbox, and y'all want like so many women in my inbox, okay, talking to me about this shit, and I just felt like it's time to speak about it because I be seeing posts like on Facebook and stuff, and they be saying how these women really don't really want their daughters. They don't love their daughters. They have these kids to be with the man, and then when that don't work out, when they're not with their man no more, they get to treating the daughters like shit. And I just feel like that's your child. That's your seed. You grew that motherfucking baby for 9 whole months. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, any nigga that had bitches with money know we done fucked up a lot of, bitches where we was like, I know what you mean, though. I definitely would say you was lucky. A rich white girl with a loft. Boy, oh boy, not many people will experience that in life. I want you to know that. I want you to know that.
Whether you push the baby out or had a C-section, that's your motherfucking child. So for you to treat your child like she ain't shit, that's ridiculous. I don't understand it. And I'll never understand it. And that just bring me back to like finally like talking about my situation, like opening up about this shit, getting on the media. They got me thinking like, did my mom love me? Because why the fuck did I go through so much shit? Why didn't you protect me? Because what I'm doing for my daughter, I wish I can go back in time and just be like, man, like if I would have went all the way back in time, I wouldn't have my children right now. Like they the only things that keep me going on some real shit. So if I could go back in time, I would have picked, you know, for one, I would have been older, but going back in time, that would have changed everything. They would have changed my children, period, because I would have had them by somebody else. I would have waited till I was older. Everything happens for a reason, I say.
Right. Because you would have waited, your pussy would have failed on you. It wouldn't have went your way. It's no butterfly effect, bitch. It is what it is. Like, ma'am, you're blaming your mother because you went out there and started fucking early. Because you wanted to have fly things.
They would have changed my children, period, because I would have had them by somebody else. I would have waited till I was older. Everything happens for a reason, I say. And I'm so blessed to have my kids.
Here we go. King Disagreeable talking that talk. Niggas talking that talk, B. It's just some things that I know. I know some things that brothers are not experiencing. You know what I mean? I know. You know what I mean? It's very important. But half the shit I live, people think I'm lying. I understand. They don't know, you know, these type of people. You got to understand that. Because these motherfuckers don't even believe that it goes a level above you. Like, they don't understand. There's niggas that get busy way worse than us. Like, they don't get it. Not that we, no showing off shit, but I told you, nigga, I was telling the story to my niggas, and this other nigga was like, yo, you lying, son. I was like, that's fucked up. Because my other niggas know I ain't lying. And they just sat there and let that nigga cuss at me and call me a liar. I'm like, yeah, it was a great example on how niggas are just phony. As far as not the brothers that didn't correct them, they would just sit there like we watched a nigga talk some shit he don't know about, calling me a liar, and we just watched him be as fake as he could be. Just because you can't do it don't mean it ain't happened.
I worship the ground that they walk on. There's nothing that I would do for my kids. I love my kids to the death of me. I call them beautiful every motherfucking day. Like, I'm always showing them my love and I appreciate them. Shit, I'm not perfect. Some days I might yell, but I'm going behind myself and I'm apologizing to them because apologies is going to be something, a priority in my household. Like, I don't know. My kids ain't gonna never ever feel unwanted, unloved. Like, I can never do that. So I'm just having a hard time understanding, like, how could y'all do that to y'all daughters, but don't do that to your son? Your daughter probably on her shit. She probably a doctor, nurse, CNA, any fucking thing. Like, on her shit, on crib, on car, been doing great, but your son probably a motherfucker bum.
Yo, whoa. Yo, they think about black men bad. They think about black boys bad. That's fucked up.
Been doing great, but your son probably a motherfucker bum, drug dealer, alcoholic, beat women, rapist.
See that? See that real talk, single fathers? That's why we are doing our shit. That's why. You don't get to just do that forever and nobody ain't got shit on y'all. Nah, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That's the reason why we doing our stories. That shit right there. And you would grow up in your life and think, well, women, they're incapable of doing stuff. Okay. Wait till you hear these stories. Wait till you hear these stories, bro. You know? This nigga with this pause bullshit. What's her son have to do with this? She didn't say she had a brother. These monkeys, yo, they are evil. Evil.
Fucking like on her shit, on crib, on car, been doing great, but your son probably a motherfucker bum, drug dealer, alcoholic, beat women, rapist, all of the above, and you worship the ground that he walk on. You baby the fuck out of him. I don't like that type of shit. So like I said, I just started to think like, how come I went through so much shit at 10 years old? And they kept going. Because what I'm doing for my daughter, advocating for her, I won't shut the fuck up. Kenny Carter name will be, like, everybody gonna know his name. From me talking to the DA, blowing their phone up, to calling everybody else in their office. Like, you know, it's a nonstop process, but I'm here for my daughter. So that just got me thinking, like, did my mom really love me? Did she really fuck with me? On some real shit. Because don't get me wrong, as I got older, we a bond, but that don't stop me from thinking. That don't stop me from thinking, like, how come you ain't go hard for me? You get what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could take the pain away from my daughter. I wish she would have never went through no shit like that, ever. I wish that I was, like, wiser to know what the fuck was going on. I'm sad that it took for him to touch her for me to realize the
Whoa!
shit. But one thing I can say is that when I found out, I did something about it.
Whoa!
Touch her for me, like, wiser to know what the fuck was going
Whoa!
on. Saying, like, I wish I could take the pain away from my daughter. I wish she would have never went through no shit like that, ever. I wish that I was, like, wiser to know what the fuck was going on. I'm sad that it took for him to touch her for me to realize the shit. But one thing I can say is that when I found out, I did something about it. So I'm just kind of confused on the people that sweep shit under the rug. That's it for today. That's what I wanted to talk about. Let me go in the house and take a shower.
Dang. My goodness, son. Yo, my goodness, man. These are some heartbreaking people. She said all this to say she let a nigga... Now that's where I'm confused at. She let a nigga touch her daughter. Well, I'm not sure. Was it somebody that touched her daughter, or is she speaking for her mother talking to her? So I didn't know how to, read that part. But either way is all fucked up. Either way is fucked up. These bitches ain't shit. Look, we ain't just saying it. We're showing you. You hear how this woman talks. You know what she gonna do for her daughter. Hopefully it don't work out that way. But the language is gonna be there. And the basic persona. She's telling you what her mother did to her. Like, who is shit in her life? Ain't nobody shit. She can't draw from no woman. She's trying to be one, but look at how she talk.
Y'all, I got a new topic. First of all, good morning, y'all.
My fault.
Shit. A mother. Y'all,
look at how she talk.
First box, okay? Talking to me about this shit, and I just felt like it's time to speak about it because I be seeing posts like on Facebook and stuff, and they be saying how these women really don't really want their daughters. They don't love their daughters. They had these kids to be with the man, You know, and then when that don't work out, when they're not with their man no more, they get to treating the daughters like shit. And I just feel like that's your child. That's your seed. You grew that motherfucking baby for 9 whole months. You get what I'm saying? Like, whether you push the baby out or had a C-section, that's your motherfucking child. So for you to treat your child like she ain't shit, that's ridiculous. I don't understand it. And I'll never understand it. And that just bring me back to, like, finally, like, talking about my situation, like, opening up about this shit, getting on the media. They got me thinking, like, did my mom love me? Because why the fuck did I go through so much shit? Why didn't you protect me? Because what I'm doing for my daughter, I wish I...
There you have it. That's how she talks, dog. Wow, nigga said she talking about her own daughter. My God. Because she did say, man. Yeah, this shit gets rough sometimes, man. I will say that. We are fucked up as a people, man. You know? This is what single mothers on them daughters, boy, is rough. Them bitches never experienced princess treatment. We had grandmothers. We experienced prince treatment. They didn't get no princess treatment. No part. Like my gladiators, you know, got her father. He's her prince. I mean, she's her prince. She's his princess. And she got sisters. So they don't know what it is to be a princess. Yeah, she was cute. That's what happened to her. Because I was saying it during the video. As much as she hates her mother, she don't never thank the mother for making her a little pretty bitch when she was young or whatever. And you know pretty bitches like this, man, if she didn't lock in with one dude, she was hooded out. She went through a lot. You know? Her mother gave her pretty looks. And she ate it away. And once she got bigger, what she started doing? Letting niggas know I could suck you better than a skinny bitch. Now the father's out. Does she appreciate her father or talk about him like a dog? Nah, the father's out. That's why I say they never experienced princess treatment. He was the only one that was going to give it to him. Or granddaddy. But if you don't know the father, you probably don't know the granddaddy. Like they live life different from us, dog. It's different. It's not black. It is not black. They was raised in a single mother household who had either had it out with their family or didn't rock with their family. You know? Like, that's one thing I stand on as far as my poor fatherhood skills. I made sure my babies knew their family. That's so important. That was something that was important to me. You know? That was important, man. You know? They know that they're not alone. They got cousins, uncles, aunts. They got everything. They know all that shit. You hear me? It's important, man. Even though they'll fuck you over like anybody else, but still. You know? Oh, does she appreciate her father? No, her father, princess treatment, man. Her father called her every morning. They do that father-daughter thing, man. Princess, you know, she experienced princess treatment. These bitches ain't experienced that. You know? Like, I don't believe that the Gladiator in Stanford experienced it, but I do believe the airport Gladiator experienced it when she was young. But, you know, they grow out of that in a hurry. But I can say she did experience. She had a daddy. Her daddy worked for NASA. They was in Washington D.C. So she had a little princess treatment. That is a part of the game that brothers don't know about. They've never experienced princess treatment. You know, because one thing that I know about my cousin, when he had, like, you know, when we was in our 20s or whatever, and my cousin had daughters or whatever, he would yell at them and stuff, and they would start crying and shit like that. But that's still also princess treatment. They know the man's yelling at her because he cares. But, you know, they started that early. He was, you know, yelling at little Asia early. That's still princess treatment. You know? She know if a man yells at her, he loves her, you know, because he's the same one that's going to treat you like a princess. You know? But if that didn't work out, then you always had a granddaddy that would let you hang around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have nothing. Don't even know the daddy, so how you gonna know the granddaddy? You know? They having babies with some nigga that stay 150, 300 miles away trying to get flued out. They don't know shit. Matter of fact, let's go there.
You don't have the primary relationship. A man, the first business, your first network is family. You don't have it. You have shit. You have stuff. You have bags and purses and coats and trips and dogs and plants and candles and fragrance and shoes and shit.
You understand? They don't have it. And you mix on top of that, they never had princess treatment. There you go. Everybody knows that already, though. But when KS died, it's no more end of the road for the bitches. They think they got new life. You believe that shit?
I'm just saying, at your age, all women, man, 27 time to sell, over 30, 50% off, 35 clearance, 40 outlet, 50 Goodwill.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own. Buy a dog and die alone. Single till you die. That's really what it's going to look like for 3 out of 4 black women.
People don't even want to engage with black women because that attitude is very rough. All these German shepherds.
Single as French toast.
Everybody knows their story, man. Problem is, they don't believe that anybody knows their story. It's the worst thing you ever seen. That's why we're coming out and we're going to bat. Okay? We're going to bat for the guys.
Talking about pimping, since pimping. It's in your blood, it's in my blood, and you will never be that.
Sure. The people don't think that. Let me finish what I gotta say. Wait, let me finish what I gotta say. Sure. So the people think that they think that I treat you. Yeah, they think that I treat you worse than I treat Mir. Yeah, that's what they think, girl. But tell them you really my favorite. Yeah, say I'm her favorite. Let them know. Let them know. That you my what?
That you my favorite.
Yeah, these bitches. Yeah, these bitches need. They need a man. You need somebody to talk to, sister. Damn, man. Yo, I appreciate my black woman, man. I'm sorry, guys.
Riddle me this. Why do mothers favor their sons more than their daughters? Why do they do that? I'm just trying to figure out. Especially the ones that the sons pay them not too much attention unless they want something. But it's their daughters that always come through for them. I don't get it. It makes you feel like your mother really is just fake loving you, right? It makes you feel like you must be a mirror to who she is, right? And she don't like that. And she's so blind to her actions on how she treats you, knowing that she complained about the same shit with her mom doing that to her. I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. So I guess I need answers. I need fucking answers. Can someone explain to me why mothers favor their sons more than their fucking daughters? Explain that shit to me.
There you have it, guys. Come on, King Disagreeable. I'm not doing that. That's a good baby. That baby has operating skills. That baby can mimic what you say. That baby can speak. We're not doing that. That baby can speak very well. Maybe y'all could blame King Disagreeable for this.
Hey y'all. So today I want to introduce y'all to my first book. This is Isaac, y'all. He's a pretty cool dude. I just want y'all to know. So they're saying Isaac is autistic, level 3. And it's okay, y'all. I'm nervous. Like, it's okay. Like, it's kind of hard, but I get it. So autism basically means a serious developed disorder that impairs the ability to communicate or interact. As y'all know, he's not talking. He's nonverbal. And that's why we're doing signs. We have posters up so he can point. Like, we have little stuff that, we can try to do. And so with his autism, he's level 3. Level 3 means basically you need help. Like, you need one-on-one specialty type help. But it's okay. Like, it's okay because, at the end of the day, it's going to get better. And with level 3, they really don't care to have friends. Like I said, he can't really talk. He grunts, and as y'all can hear, he's grinding his teeth. He might mumbles every now and then. He's gonna, he can say mama. Yeah, y'all hear him. So, yeah. He's on a schedule. Like, autistic kids, well, with him, I can't really speak on the other ones, but for him, he doesn't like change. He likes to stay on the schedule. He likes certain stuff. It's just, yeah. And so, I asked questions because I'm new to this too. I'm still learning. They were basically saying that, he won't be able to be on his own, but I got faith. And you can.
You're just a flightless bird! Man,
There you have it, guys. I don't do that stuff. Blame King Disagreeable, but I don't do that type of stuff because you niggas ain't ready. You niggas can't hear a story like that. You understand? You can't hear a story like that and be like, you ain't ready. You ain't ready, man. That's why I don't do that type of stuff for y'all.
Her womb is so polluted. I can't even have a fucking little baby with her.
Y'all ain't ready. So I never do stuff like this, but I want you to know this is your black community. This is your future generation. It's not funny. This is your future generation. And this is what's being brought about through the independence of pussy. This is what the fuck your future black people gonna look like. But if I do that, that shit'll that'll kill all hope. It'll kill all hope. So it's almost a good thing that our channel doesn't have any traction. It'll kill hope. And we gotta have hope. But the truth is the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll break your heart. You know? She's trying to put swag on it.
You can't tell me nothing, because you know what? He's fine. He's, he won't be able to be on his own, but I got faith. And you can't tell me nothing, because you know what? He's fine. He's smart. He's intelligent. He just can't talk. And that's cool because, you can talk whenever you want to talk. It ain't nothing to talk about anyway. You ain't got to talk, so I ain't even mad at you.
It's not a game. This is where pussy, this is the inroad for pussy. This is the inroad. That's why I never do this, because this is the inroad. A lot of fathers abandon babies like that. A lot of fathers want to play ball, want to talk to their baby. Now, for you niggas that never had babies, you don't understand. When you have a baby, you want to talk to your baby, son. It's a beautiful thing, son. Just like we used to talk to our grandmothers with a why? They ask you why and shit like that. You know?
Hey y'all. Today I just need to vent. I need to vent. I have a son. My son is 9.
Yes, yo, stop. Yo, hold up. Real talk, single fathers went off the deep end, man. Come on, Pimpin'. Come on. Real talk. No.
Little guy, he's amazing. We've had our issues. We still do occasionally. Well, not occasionally, often. But those issues are just pretty much due to he has level 2 autism, ADHD, and disruptive mood disorder.
Where's his father?
Try not to cry, because this is like my 3rd time making this video. I'm so angry. And I'm be cussing because I'm a cusser, okay? This ain't gonna be all prim and proper. I've been trying.
This is the cliffhanger moment. This is the time where they say, "Yo, support the show. Let's get it cooking." This is the end game for the Black Box, but we're going to keep the hope. Many people don't know about this type of stuff, but let's go.
To get somebody to recognize the fact that my son has had a significant academic decline. When he was in kindergarten, he could add and subtract. But by the time he got in the first grade real good, I really started noticing, oh, he's not even able to add and subtract anymore. His teacher at the time decided to start teaching core math, common core math, or whatever the hell you call that stupid ass shit. And he was just declining left and right. So I brought it to the attention of the school. Had a meeting with his teachers. Had a good cop, bad cop situation. They literally played in my fucking face. That whole meeting. As if I was dumb. As if I wasn't aware of what my...
Ma'am, I hate to say what I'm about to say, but the way you look, you do look dumb. You look like Shrek.
As if I was dumb. As if I wasn't aware of what my child was going through. As if I could not see. As if I was just an idiot, stupid. You know, I didn't know what I was talking about. I had no idea. I knew after that fucking meeting, I was going to have to pull his ass from that school. And I did. Actually, March of that year, of his first grade year, I pulled him from the school because I just said, fuck it. Okay? If y'all finna play in my fucking face, and with the way my temple be set up, because the nice Miss Pruitt that y'all be seeing, I'm really not I'm not nice.
Well, we know that. we know. We know the last thing you are is a nice person.
Pruitt that y'all be seeing, I'm really not I'm not nice. I'm not. And I love my kid. I love my son. So I pulled him. I just said fuck it and just pulled him. I put him in the school that he was zoned for, public school, because this was a charter school. So, of course, it's almost the end of the school year. His school, I'm going to say the fucking name, fuck it, because I'm mad. They're the ones that's pissing me off. Park Lane. Park Lane Elementary in East Point, Georgia. Park Lane put him in the autism class. I wasn't tripping about that because Solomon was eloping. He was running rampant. He was kicking ass and taking names, and he was doing a lot. So I was okay with him going into the autism class. However, they pushed him on to the second grade. Despite everything that I had complained about in regards to his cognitive, or not his cognitive decline, his academic decline.
Yeah, that's funny. I can't do this shit. I can't do this. I can't do this, man, because we ain't, brothers ain't got the heart for this shit, and it ain't right. Because listen, I can show you black women, the way they need to be seen. That's what I can do. All this fake gangster shit, I don't play that shit. Like, we don't play that.
Yeah. They pushed him on. So September of 23, it says we are already started the second grade year. I am ill. So I've kind of lost everything at this point. Only thing I can do is go back home to Alabama. So I did. Go back home to Alabama, regroup, get back on my feet. We are in Birmingham for a year and a half. And when I tell you the shit became 10 times worse in Alabama, because them fools wouldn't listen either. It's just push them through. Push him through. Oh, we don't care whether he can add or subtract. Push his ass through. Oh, we don't care that he can read, but he can't he can't write a sentence. He can't write a paragraph. His penmanship is horrible. We don't give a damn about that. Push him through. Nobody has listened to me about this boy. Everybody said, oh, we care. Solomon, we love Solomon. Do you? Do you? Because, yeah, if you loved him, you would want the best for him, right? So holding him.
Right. That's a very important part that real talk single fathers make. I went to every doctor's appointment with my son's mother when she was pregnant. Me too, man. You know, even when they gave the nigga shots and all that shit, B, I was like, damn, what's in that? You just watch them niggas shoot your baby up with some shit. Some wild shit, yo. Wild shit. You go in the doctor's office on this day, they got 3 bottles with clear liquid. You like, and they about to get this nigga some shots. You like, wow. Damn, ain't nothing you could do about it. I mean, you could like not let the nigga get shots, but he got to get in school and all this shit. Yeah, you the one did this shit, man. Like, yo, we try to take it easy on the sisters, man. We know how fucked up this game is, man. We tried to help. We know this game is fucked up. This game is not for you to try to do you. You are fucking up the babies. Brother, I was a young nigga in the streets. You know what I would have been like, brother Q, cousin Q. Maybe I'll tell you my real stories one day, man. Cause I had a problem with my first boy, but everything ended up being all right. You know? That's how come I know how powerful it is for your baby to be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how powerful it is. It's very important. You know, I ended up being happy, you know, the nigga good. You know? It's tough out here, man.
Would have been best. Let him do a do-over. Try again.
How you say? When you have a baby, you want that nigga or that girl to hold your tradition of, you know, not getting left back, you know, graduating. You want all that for your baby, you know? You want them to know, nah, we don't do all that getting left back and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. No, when we talking about the baby, like you talking about birth and all this other shit, I'm not going there today. Screw you. I am open, but come on, guys. Come on, man. Cut me some slack here. You know, but I will say, these people that don't have good babies, I can understand, because one of the best things that ever happened was my babies was good. You know what I mean? And I was able to say, nah, we don't get left back and talk all that talk. You know what I mean? Nah, we graduate. We do all that type of stuff. That's a good thing. She can't have that talk. She can't have that talk.
So he gets pushed to the 3rd grade. I'm not happy about it, but what the fuck can I do now? Because what I say don't matter, right? Nobody gives a fuck. So we moved back to Atlanta to East Point in January 25. We stayed in Birmingham for 1.5 years. So he did his second grade year in Birmingham, and
yeah, I could use that for the other channel. Yeah, this bitch is a drag. Sorry about this. This ain't good stuff, guys. This is only for the strong, so I don't do much of this.
So let me tell y'all what happened tonight. Sometimes you have to laugh so you won't cry, but I promise you, this tickled the crap out of me tonight. So we go to the game. We went to a basketball game. Christian had a great time. He was in the stands smiling, laughing, everything. Before we went to the game, I got him some rally cheeseburgers because I usually get 4 because he usually eats 2. And then
You know what? That's a good idea because you know I got some Ashley Daltons over there on the other channel. I'm gonna drop a couple Ashley Daltons. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna drop a couple Ashley Daltons. I got a few of those over there. You know. Just so you niggas know, we started with 10 subs. Just so you niggas know, we started with 10 subs. We got 27 now. We got 27 subs on a controversial channel. I mean, who the fuck would subscribe to a channel like that, King Disagreeable? In real talk, who would subscribe to some shit like that if it ain't niggas that know us already? Who would do it? Who would do some shit like that? I mean, who the hell would subscribe to some channel like that, man? That shit is wild. I mean, I guess we gotta get us some Anton over there. I got a couple Antons though, but we're gonna get some different Antons over there. Shit like that. But I'm probably gonna go out for a little while, players. We did our class. We got all the way there. You niggas made me pull up this death footage. This not good footage right here where my sister's going through these problems. They don't want their babies and shit. I like her greasy looking ass sometimes. She takes everything serious, so I know the box is fire. She makes sure of that by any means necessary. Very important. It would be great. Like, I guess you really can't equate the two. That if she took off her clothes, her box would stink. It don't seem like it. Seems like she would not have a stinky box. I'll give you that. I definitely wouldn't be. I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I'd be her box stink. You'd be like, really? How? I'm checking this. Our largest. 874. 874 is our largest number. $874 players. Right. I'm out of here, y'all.